Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sopo and I am filming another fashion video for you today. Today it's gonna be about how to style petite body. I am 154 centimeters short, which makes I think 5'1" or 5'2", and it's definitely shorter silhouette, and it's always tricky how to find the pieces that fits to such short body and elongates it and makes it look at its best. I made my share of mistakes over the past few years. To be very honest, I never really researched what fits to the petite body. I've just tried things on and tried to follow some trends which hasn't worked for me, and I thought it would be a great idea to just sum it up together in 10 tips for you to keep this video short. Obviously there are tons and tons of other tricks and hacks out there which we can cover in some other videos. Maybe if you would be interested in such kind of content, please leave it in the comment section below if you like such kind of video. Also, I'm gonna try to find an example for everything what I'm discussing in my wardrobe and show you in the cutout, so that you have a visual as well of what I'm talking about. And let's get started. There are obviously tons of petite girls out there who can dress anything and still look fabulous. I'm a strong believer that being confident is the best outfit that we can wear, and that it makes us shine, look sexy, look elevated, look chic. So not following those rules won't necessarily mean that you are not looking great and on point. Feel free to test things out, set your own rules and wear whatever you feel confident. Obviously you have to look at the proportions of your body when following one of those rules. I have relatively shorter legs, like bottom area, in comparison to my torso, which is normal size, and bearing in mind that context, that's how these tips work for me. First and foremost, when being petite, no matter what your proportions are, the main goal that you want to achieve is to elongate the line, to create this vertical illusion that you are taller than you really are. First rule that I follow for that is to show as much skin as possible without getting vulgar and inappropriate in certain conditions. I really love crop tops, and I loved it for the longest time without realizing why I actually loved it. Now looking at it, I think I like it because it looks best for the girls as tall as I am. It makes my torso look shorter, which in comparison obviously elongates my bottom part, especially when worn with high-rise skirts or high-rise jeans or other type of trousers. It creates this visual illusion that my legs are a lot longer than they in reality really are. So if you have like longer legs anyway and shorter torso, then you would want to balance it out, maybe by wearing something longer on the top and wearing mid-rise trousers that would set a better tone and balance in your case. Obviously crop tops are not a item that you can wear everywhere, for example at work, and in such case there are other ways how you could make your skin show and make this visual breakage. For example, I'm wearing like this normal shirt, which actually is not oversized at all by the cut. It's normal cut, but being petite, everything looks a little bit oversized and boxy on me. I wear such shirts often to work, and I don't want to look like such shirts swallow my silhouette. So what I do is often to open it up and unbutton as much as possible. Right now I have it slightly more open than I would do at work. Also, the one hack which you can do is like making the collars lay as flat on your shoulders as possible. So don't make it covered like that, but instead like open it up and show this neckline, which makes your eyes crawl down to the torso and create an illusion that your torso is longer. Another tip in such case, to layer several jewelry pieces which goes into this triangle cut and makes your eyes wander into that direction. Sleeves are obviously a big topic for petite girls, and when I say about show your skin, that counts for your forearms as well. For example, this particular shirt, when buttoned up properly, makes my arms look very short because it sits longer than it actually is supposed to sit. Naturally you can go to a tailor and make it tailored, but when you don't want to do that for every single piece that you purchase, an option is to leave it open and just turn your sleeves up so that it looks effortless. It looks intentional if you wanted it to look like that. or let it crawl up even more to the upper arm area, which shows a lot more of your forearm and elongates your sleeve silhouette without compromising this boxy look that you have on the top, still looking put together, professional and chic, in my opinion. Another thing what I mean under this first tip is also to put your hair together. If you're wearing something boxy like that, you want to elongate your neckline. Putting your hair together always creates the illusion that your neck is taller than it is. If you know me, I really love open hair because I have pretty round face, and I think that it also balances that roundness on my face pretty well. I often wear my hair down, but when I do so, I obviously often look in the full-size mirror and check out the rest of the outfit, how it binds up together. Also, you can show your skin by wearing tank top, making your entire sleeves open. That way you are definitely getting breakage in the silhouette that I was talking about. Second tip that I have for you is to try and wear monochrome outfits. This one I learned myself pretty late. Having the same colored top and bottom helps to create this visual line, unbroken line that I was talking about earlier. It doesn't matter what color you are wearing. I naturally tend to wear more neutral color palette or the softest tones like this blue, for example, nothing really neon color, but absolutely up to you. The most important part is that the top and the bottom merge so harmoniously that they create one unbroken line. When wearing such monochrome looks, most important thing is how you pair it with your shoes as well. Often dark colored shoes break exactly this unbroken line that we are talking about, so wearing something the same tone as your skin color, so like nude shoes, is the best in such case. It makes the viewer's eye crawl from the toe to your hair in one gasp and create the visual that you are a lot more slimmer and taller than you actually really are. Also, I think this is one of the ground rules, and probably everyone knows that, but I'm gonna still repeat it because I've heard a lot that low-rise and baggy fit jeans are coming back. If you are anything like me, having the same proportions or the height under 5'4" essentially, it's always good to check out the trends and stay fashionable, but the number one rule for me when it comes to fashion is to look at what fits to you, and low-rise bottoms are definitely not a thing for petite girls with the same body proportions as I have. No matter what you wear, will it be skirts or shorts or trousers, try to pick them up high-rise, and most importantly, when pairing with the rest of the outfit, you have to show that high-rise by tucking in the rest of the outfits inside those pieces, so not like covering it up from outside when wearing some chunky knits in winter or jumpers or cardigans, but rather tuck it in, or at least one side, so that this non-existing length that is created by such high-rise bottoms is not hidden completely. Another general rule that I have for you is not to pair loose with loose. Now with this one there are tons of exceptions and there are so many people who do it perfectly, but I think when doing it you have to be really mastered in how to put the pieces together, what accessories to put, and how to style belt so that it sits exactly perfect. But as a general rule, I would say that petite girls don't really do so well when pairing loose tops with loose bottoms. It's always good if you have tight top or cropped top, tight cropped top with loose bottom, or vice versa. If you're wearing very tight trousers, then you can go ahead and try something more loose on the top. The most important when it comes to pairing with petite bodies is a balance. So if you have a boxy t-shirt, and I really love good boxy t-shirt or like loose t-shirt which fall off on one side of the shoulder, you know, such kind of materials which like slide around, and they are never really cut bodycon, and bodycon is not also always the most flattering silhouette in every single case. What you can do is just to wrap it together in front and tie in a knot that already creates this cinching in on the waistline and exactly breaking that loose on loose look, which I was earlier talking about. I have another tip which goes more in the direction of like shirt dresses. Those are often cut as well in a boxy straight line, which can easily swallow up the petite silhouette, making the impression that you're wider than you actually are, and also put this in the context that you are not as tall as well. That can stump you even more and make you look shorter. What my recommendation would be in such case is to wear wrap dresses instead of shirt dresses, if that is an option, because wrap dresses often come with their own belts and create this twist on the waistline which I was talking about. Or if that's not the case, try to use some type of belt on the waist. The belt gives you as well opportunity to shorten the length of such shirt dresses by pulling them a little bit up and securing it down with a belt, so you're like sort of chasing two rabbits in one, that you're shortening the piece, which is always a good thing when it comes to petite bodies, and second of all, breaking that boxy straight look that you don't want to have. Talking about the boxy look, we all love good oversized look, and that can be achieved without compromising the general rules of styling for petite girls. I often say that the most important thing is not to look very voluminous and very round when wearing oversized pieces. A good structured geometric shape can still do if paired it correctly. For example, if you are into boxy oversized blazers or jackets, that would be possible to style it properly if you have something bodycon or tight or crop top underneath. So outside it looks very oversized, very menwear like, but you still show your female silhouette and the correctly chosen streamlined outfit from underneath. Also, one good point when it comes to oversized pieces is that not to go with the very bold colors, because you're anyway already wearing something which is bigger on your body than it's supposed to be. You are petite and you don't want the eyes of the viewers to completely being focused on this big oversized look on your petite body, but rather focus on the tailored bits. So when it comes to oversized blazers or cardigans, I would always go more neutral and subtle colors vis-a-vis the inner layer, which is tailored on your body. There you can try and experiment with more bold colors, so that attention is streamlined in that direction. Another tip that I have for you is with regards to the shoes. I'm trying to put all the different type of shoes in this one tip, and maybe I have to do a separate video with regards to shoes, because that's really important point when petite styling. General rule goes so that the strappy sandals, strappy pumps don't really work with petite height. It's understandable as well. Why? Because the strap breaks exactly this visual of unbroken line that we want to achieve. I have one black sandal which I've never worn exactly for that reason, but another one which I have from YSL is brighter in the color and matches well with my skin, so that strap is not very visible when being worn, so that one has worked pretty fine. But as a general rule, I think that's the experience which is true for every petite gal. Same goes for the ankle boots. I know that in winter having boots is must have. We cannot really change the fact, so it's super important to pick the right rise of the ankle boots and pay attention that it really cuts on the right place. In my particular case, it looks at its best when it stops straight at the ankle and doesn't go on mid-rise, because I don't want to show off the wider part of my calves and hide the most narrow part of my ankle. So either I go like full-size boots or I wear the ankle boots which exactly end up on the ankle. Another point for petite girls is that the daddy shoes or these chunky trainers don't really work well when being short. You guys all know the past few years chunky trainers or boots, which Prada is right now all about, has been a major thing in fashion. Unfortunately, they don't do that well on a petite body. Big shoes on the feet definitely breaks the balance. It makes us look more condensed, shorter and wider. So try to go with more feminine silhouettes, and if possible even elevate your height by wearing some type of height that is wearable and comfortable for you. When it comes to styling the bottoms, try to pay attention not to get the pieces that stop on your knees, but rather choose either above the knee or mid-length size bottoms. Those look most flattering and elongate your silhouette. And on the other hand, if you love short skirts or short shorts like I do, pay attention that the rise on the top goes up mid-rise section so that it doesn't compensate the length of your upper bottom part. Lastly, when it comes to trousers, there is obviously two ways. Either you wear super long wide-legged trousers which allow you to hide your heels underneath, and that way you elevate your height, or you go with good ankle cropped trousers. Good cropped ankle length trousers make it look like that the trousers are a little bit too short for your long legs, and that's exactly what we want to achieve. The same can be achieved by wearing wide-legged culottes, because they exactly end up on the point that your narrowest part of your ankles are being visible, and that creates the illusion of pretty tall, slim legs. So guys, that is it from my side for this video. I hope you found these tips useful. There are tons of other hacks, as said in the beginning, that can create the elongated, more slimmer and taller look. And when it comes to handbags or how to pick the right accessories, let me know if you would want to see such kind of videos more by commenting in the comment section below, and I'm gonna give my best to film it for you. If you're new, please don't forget to like and subscribe. I would be very glad to see you and welcome you on board on this little. Until then, I'm gonna say bye now and have a great weekend.